cracking, guys? Welcome back to Close with Barndo. Tonight I'm in an organised war with Above and Beyond. I had the two accounts in there, Barndo 81 and Barndo 82, and we're fighting Invictus Prime. As you see, they're just slightly in the lead, but obviously we've still got a fair bit left to go, so it's looking good so far. They've got one 3-star and 81B. I've been 3-starred every time I've had a town hall 10 in an arranged war. But then Steve's got the 3 stars on their number 6. So, I mean, they've got a few more attacks left where it counts. So they're certainly in the leading position. But we've only got the 7 Town Hall 9s left to go. And I don't think they have too many left to go for us. But it's a pretty good war so far. I did miss my first attack. Barndo 82 there, 87%. Did a stoned 5 dragon attack and then stuffed it, so it was a bit unfortunate. The rage was well off the dragons, but I think there was probably a couple of things wrong with it as well. So what I've got here is I'm going to be attacking their number 11, and I'm going to go in with a queen walk, 4 healers, and then a shattered GoHog. I don't have a lot of hogs as I'm using 4 healers. Now it's a pretty silly clan castle spot, and I expect there to likely be a golem or pecker in that. And what I'm going to do is take that up just above that archer tower there. You see the range on all of those things, they don't do much. I'll take it up just above that, and if it's a pecker and a wizard, I'll poison the wizard and then just use minions on the pecker. Get that pecker out of the way, and then that saves me my queen ability, and I don't have to use a rage. That holds both of those, all for a troop costing of 10. So it's not a bad little strat. It's something I haven't done too often, but you know, you do it every now and again when you're versing hounds and all those kinds of things. So I want to enter my queen into that mortar. That shouldn't be too hard, and there shouldn't be problems with splash from wizard towers, and if there is a Tesla inside, it shouldn't aggro, hopefully. If it does aggro, I might be in a bit of trouble. So there's that. But of course you use the test's wall breaker, so if it does aggro, then I've got 8 wall breakers. I need 2 entry points, so it gives me 2 test wall breakers. So that's the first part, is my queen walk getting into there, and then my second part will be to use my 2 golems and king over here, and I want to push them inside around this wall sort of section here. I want to push the 2 golems into that. I definitely don't want to be going down there, and I don't want to go into the gold mine or anything like that, or stuff about like that. So I'll have 2 golems, 1 coming in from there, 1 coming in from there, and work inside from there. I've got 2 jumps, depending on what is inside the middle unknown space will depend if I go in there or not. But ideally, the golems need to clear out double giant bombs, and I don't know where they are. I'm going to guess there's a set in there, and I'm going to guess there's a set in there with a possible Tesla on the outside. It's a little bit unknown. It might not even be 2 sets of doubles. It might just be 1 set of doubles between there, and then possibly a single. You'd have a single there and maybe a single up near that one, who knows. So should be an interesting raid. I was tempted to put the queen inside the queen cell, but I think if I do push the queen down into that mortar, she's got a much greater chance of causing a lot of damage down here. She can possibly get an extra cannon, take some fire, and just make the hogs do their business. So there's only the 1 heal for the hogs. I think I've only got 12, maybe 14 hogs. I'll double check that before I go. And I'll be doing things like using a couple hogs early on that archer tower there, whilst the queen's got the aggro. So that's a definite, and then 1 wizard to go behind it. But yeah, I'm trying to plan a good attack, as obviously I failed my first one, and make sure I do my best. You know, when you're 3-starred base, 1 off on my first attack versus Barndo 82, it's always nice to at least have returned that 1 3-star to keep it even. But that's it for me. Let's get going, I guess. So double check my 4 healers, 8 wall breakers. I have looked at this screen quite a few times. There's not a lot of hurting I can do. I've got 6 minions, and the object for the minions will be 5 to kill the pecker if it's a pecker, and then 1 to use on that elixir collector, and that'll kill the collector and do a bit of damage to that mine, and that's just going to be to push the queen into that cannon, that mortar I should say. So outside of that, yeah, I've got, how many hogs? 14 hogs. So I have got quite a few hogs, because I've got the 2 golems with the 25 king and 2 jumps. They're going to hopefully push through, and I'm hoping they get somewhere at least into the midfield area around here, obviously depending on what's in the middle, and do their job to open up double giant bombs and all these kinds of things. I can pepper out a couple of hogs, like I can use 1 hog on this mortar, and a couple hogs on that archer tower as the golems move up and take the fire. I don't have to rush. You've got the full 3.5 minutes, and my queen walk should hopefully not take too much longer than around a minute once you include, it might even take a minute and a half once you include killing that pecker and those kinds of things. So I probably won't be hurting up here too much for the dark barracks, because I'll be placing my queen between the barracks and the spell factory, and that reason is because she should shoot both of those and possibly come down, and she'll shoot that herself. So once she takes aggro from that, I can shoot those top 2 buildings with a wizard as well. So yeah, sound like I'm raving a bit as I've had a second coffee. I'm a little bit amped up and I want to get this attack done and then go to bed because it's getting past my bedtime. That should be it. I've been planning the attack for the last hour or so, so hopefully there's not too many variables that make me stuff it up. The main thing is making sure I don't stuff up that that draw off that clan castle. If it's a hound, then you drop the wizard, you drop your queen down, you just get straight into your walk. There's no dramas with that, and you give her a wizard to assist her, and the hound pop really does nothing. Alright, what do we got? What's me sound like? Let's turn that up one more, sorry guys. Alright, all ticks. I've got 2 poisons. One will be for the clan castle, one will be for any loose skelly traps that are going to cause my hogs issues. I'm only going to have a group, not big packs of hogs, and I don't want 2 groups of skellies smashing them up. Be interesting to see if this base has got a Tesla farm as well. Alright, so like I said, there's no real hurting to start off with. Main thing is I draw this clan castle and make sure I get that out well. Yeah, golem. I'll draw him up there. Now that's nice, that saved me having to use a rage, it saved me having to worry about a pecker. I'm going to pop my queen's ability. That's going to be a definite because I'll need to use that versus the enemy queen. She'll be having a couple of possibly 2-point defences. And the enemy queen. Come on, queen. Don't be a bitch. Alright, so I've lost my queen. So that's going to change it dramatically. Now I need to work out how I'm going to get her around. Now she should shoot. Oh, she's not going to shoot that bloody... She's not going to shoot that archer tower. What am I going to do, Barndo? What are you going to do? Alright, let's... Not too much die strokes at the moment. I need to make sure I keep my head cool. Give it a full minute. There's one giant bomb. King's going alright. I might pop him. Alright, I need to start looking at getting some stuff going. Get that rage down. Go, guys. Holy shit. You'd almost think that was calmly done, but oh no. Whew. Holy shit. Didn't hurt the Queen. Just going to replay that. You obviously hear the quiet Barndo. Thanks guys, thanks Steve, thanks Mortec. Very lucky, very lucky. Held on to too much DPS, held on to my hogs a long time. Just needed to make sure I was getting it all out. So maybe an overuse of healers. I was a bit concerned that 4 healers were too much, but then that's why I didn't want to just go busting out my rage early. I wanted to make sure I did have that available for something better. So these bases where they've got the one barbed drawer, I don't like it. I don't rate them myself. I think the clan castle is one of your most important buildings, and you should make it hard to get no matter what you use. Yeah, so pretty unfortunate with my herding there. That was quite bad. Good timing on the Queen. And even still, I maybe should have held on to those wall breakers, and that would have then saved me some jumps down the track. Right there you can see I know I've stuffed it, and that's where I've dropped that extra wizard down. It was just a bit too late. So this is where I've gone, righto, what the hell do I do? These are one of the stronger armies. I did use the 3 golem army with dragon back up on my first attack, but these are one of my preferred armies for an unknown hit, because you've got a real lot of tanking capacity. I do like the stone GoHogs as well. But obviously you won't be using healers when you do that, so you can get a lot more hogs. But yeah, not a bad reaction. Very lucky at the end there, I guess, with the trash buildings. By the time you react to those poisons, there's really no point using them on skeletons like that, because the king's going to kill them, or the wizards if they're stacked up. So in that case, you're alright. Probably could have avoided hogs down the bottom on those wizard towers. I probably could have gone a bit heavier. Bit heavier over the right hand corner there. But I mean, they have gone through and helped clear, but I did have tanks and I had healers and stuff there, so I guess that was a bit of an oversight. But I've come through with the 3 stars in the end. Yeah, there you go. So he had the split giant bombs, just the one double set. So yeah, that's it from Barndo 82 for the war. At least one 3-star. I didn't see that fucking builder's hut. Yeah, so very exciting war. It's nice to be in these organised. I really do enjoy them, and we've got a good chance against Invictus Prime. So yeah, good luck to both teams. I'll upload this tonight, hopefully before the morning's out, and I'll do a war wrap up tomorrow. Other than that, as always, clash on.